As Roblox developers, I'm sure we can all agree that the limit Roblox put on highlights is way too small. And today I'm going to be showing you guys a system I created to bypass that limit and still have the same customizability you would have if you were to just simply place the highlight into an instance. As you guys can see, I actually have more parts in this workspace than the highlight limit will be able to render. So theoretically, if I were to hit play, some of these will not have a highlight rendered on it. But as I mentioned before, this system actually bypasses the highlight limit and allows you to have highlights on as many parts and instances as you want. Now, before we get started, I want to let you guys know that this system is completely free and I will leave a link for it in the description below. When you guys first insert the highlight limit bypasser into your game, you're going to start off by seeing two folders, one of which contains the module and the other contains the server script. To get this working, all you have to do is move the module down to revocated storage and then move the server script down to server script service. After that, all you have to do is open up the highlight limit bypasser server script and I'll walk you through what to do. Now, when you guys first open up the server script, you'll notice a couple of things right off the bat. The first thing is that in order to get this to work, you have to add a tag into the model you want to have a highlight in. Now, this tag should be the name of the detection tag, and I'll go more into detail on what detection tags are and how they work later on. Now, another thing you guys may notice is that I actually have some preset highlight bypassers already created for you guys to use. But you aren't just limited to these presets. You can actually create your own bypassers, and I'll show you exactly how to do that right now. If you guys want to create your own bypasser, the first thing you have to do is create a table for the bypasser, which will hold all of the instances the bypasser will use. So I'll start off by typing in local orange bypasser instances is equal to, and then you're going to want to do the curly brackets. And then inside of these curly brackets, you want to type in the name of the detection tag you want to assign to this bypasser. So in my case, I'll type in orange bypasser. Now, what detection tags are is basically tags that the module will use to figure out which bypasser an instance should be assigned to. All right, now after you've created the table, we can actually create the bypasser. Now to do this, all you want to do is type in local, for my case, I'll type in orange bypasser is equal to the name of the module, which in my case is highlight limit bypasser. And then you want to type in a colon and then create bypasser. Now inside of this function, we have to define a couple of parameters in order to get this to work. Now the first parameter you want to type in is actually the detection tag that you created up here. So in my case, I'm going to type in orange bypasser. Now from here, it is super simple. It is basically all of the properties of a highlight. So you'll have the highlight depth mode, the fill color, fill transparency, all that. So I'm going to type in nm.highlight depth mode, and we're going to set this to occluded. You guys can set this to whatever you want. And for fill color, I'll do color3.new 255, 255, 255. And for the fill transparency, I'll set it to 0.5. Now we move on to the outline color. Again, you can make this whatever you want. So I'm going to type in color3.new. We'll make this blue. So we're going to do 0, 0, 255. Then for the outline transparency, I'll type in 0.5 again. Now, just like that, guys, we have created the bypasser. Super simple. Now, if you scroll down here, this may look confusing, but it's actually super easy. It's pretty much just going to be copying, pasting, and renaming. So the first thing you want to do is copy this here and then paste it below, and then simply rename all of these tables to the table you created up here, which in my case is orange bypasser instances. So you can just copy this or type it in yourself. Now I'm going to show you guys a quick trick here. If you were to highlight this and then hit Control-D multiple times, it will highlight all of the clear bypass instance tables, and then you can simply hit Control-V to automatically insert your table. Now, if this isn't working for you, make sure that you actually highlighted this up here and then copied it, so that you can paste it down here. Now, after you replace all the tables with your new one, you want to move over to where it says the bypasser here and insert the bypasser you just created. So in my case, again, it's going to be orange bypasser. Now, if you scroll down even further, again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to copy this here and paste it below. Then we're going to grab the table we created, highlight this, and hit Control-D to select all of them and paste it in. Then move over to the bypasser and type in your bypasser. Then after that, scroll down, select all of this here and paste it below. Then copy your bypasser table, then paste in the bypasser table you created into here. One last thing you guys need to do is copy this here, paste it below, type in your bypasser instances table, which in my case is orange bypasser instances, and then replace this bypasser with your bypasser that you want to update, which should be the bypasser you just created. Now, after you do all that, you can just go back to the workspace or X out of the script, whatever you want to do. Now, in order to get this working, you actually need to add the detection detection tag that you created in the script to the parts you want to add to the bypasser. So in my case, I'm going to select all of these parts here. Then I'm going to scroll down in the properties window until I find tags. Now what you want to do is hit this plus icon and then type in the detection tag you created in the script. In my case, it's going to be orange bypasser. And just like that, we assign the tag to these parts. Now, if you test the game, you're going to notice that the parts you added that detection tag to actually have a highlight around it. Now, I just realized that the whole time I was calling this an orange bypasser, but it's actually white. I forgot to do that. But as you guys can see, the names don't really matter. It's just a way for the module to differentiate the different bypassers, because if you go up here to workspace and then highlight bypasser, you can see all of the different bypassers. Now, if you guys ever need to destroy a bypasser, I'm going to quickly show you exactly how to do that. So if you go to the bottom of the script here, I'm going to type in task.wait so that we can see the change in real time, but you guys don't have to do this. Now, what you want to do is type in highlight limit bypasser, destroy bypasser, and then the name of the bypasser you want to destroy, which in my case would be orange bypasser, and then simply test the game. Now, if we turn around here and stare at the orange bypasser, or in our case, white, you'll notice that after 10 seconds, it does actually remove the bypasser, and it does not affect the position, size, anything like that of the parts. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more tutorials just like this, and be sure to comment any tutorials you guys want me to cover.